Hey everyone, AJ here again. I couldn't wait to do this video, so I'm just gonna do it in parts. I got my Necron Tombstalker here. I'm gonna start working on cleaning up the bits. I bought this from China, and compared to the actual resin kit, it needs a little cleaning up. I mean, it was a third of the price, so I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm gonna get it cleaned up and assembled. I don't ever use GW's flat, plain bases. I always use custom bases, which I'll paint up myself or have my friend paint them for me. But these are just found on eBay online. It's really inexpensive, but they do the trick. It's like a little industrial, kind of see the texture of the bottom here. And just a quick word about these things. These come in the metal kit.
You've got freaking mail!
Of course, you had to do it now. I apologize for that. It's a message. These come in with the metal kits when you buy, like, what was this one? This one was Striking Scorpions, I think. Honestly, I don't remember. These are great. What I do is I cut the top off, and then I turn it around. I mean, when you cut the top off, it's still going to stay. It's not going anywhere. But these are great for, like, sorting trays. You cut the pieces out, and you suddenly have to run and do something different, and you don't want to lose everything, so just pop the top back on, and you're good to go. I love these a lot. I have standard clippers. These are wire cutters. I stole them from work. Don't tell anybody. And then I just have a simple file, and you just fell over. Sorry. Not really professional with this, but you can see a little more of it. I have this cheap Walmart file. It come in a kit, like 10 of them. But I mean, this is the one I mainly use. It's got small edge, it's got flat edges, so you can file lots of things down. And it's just what I'm gonna start with. I might need a knife eventually, which I'll grab one over here. I'll grab, but I'll just show you what I'm gonna start off doing. I'm just gonna work on a couple of the body pieces to start. So, oops, sorry, that's not what I want to do at all. Trick is trying to get this to stay. And I'm using my cell phone as a video camera because I'm not professional, I don't have a video camera. So I'm just going to pull all the body pieces out here. Try to anyway. Try not to make too much of a mess. Just pull it out. Oh, there's one more in there. Yeah, okay. Chinese resin, man, who knows? Little pieces back. And now what I'm doing on my computer, I'm looking at a diagram, pictures / whatever, of the Tombstalker itself, so I can kind of get an idea of what the pieces are supposed to look like before and after. Finding instructions for building this thing is, I guess, impossible. I could not find any. I searched for a good hour or so, just on and off, coming back to it, trying to find it. I couldn't find any instructions, so if you know of any instructions and I haven't already built the model, then send me a link. I'd really appreciate it. But, I mean, I'm going to use the Forge World website to... Do they have it listed there? I mean... Well, I know the person I bought it from has it, so I'll just go back to that. Hang in there, guys. I gotta log into this stupid thing. I don't think that's the one I want. This one. Okay. This should show me... Yeah, there we go. What all the body pieces look like. The antennae. Let's go back here so I can see a completed model. Alright, so body sections here. Assuming this one is the back of him. Some of them are smaller too. Maybe they're just the same size and I'm not really understanding it. I didn't see a head in here. Maybe I missed it. I didn't see a head. There's antennae. It smells like resin. A couple sets of antennae. Lots of legs. Lots of feet. Yeah, I don't see a head. Unless it's on one of these parts and I'm just not seeing it yet. $30, I guess I have to build a head. Let's take a look. And it's a body section, it's a body section. They fit together like that, and you just kind of glue them however you want them to be posed. Couple pieces here. I'm not even really quite sure what the heck they are. That's everything that's included. This is pretty much just a vlog. I'm gonna do on, be trying to put this model together and just paint or whatever you want to do. Just watch me blab on. It's really up to you. Just if you're doing anything creepy, don't let me know about it. I don't really need to. Well, this is the head. So, shows what I know. And this is a brand new model to me, so it's not surprising. And I do have to make a little bit of correction here. This is a Tomb Sentinal model, not the Tomb Stalker model. Which, in my games, with my friends and my local hobby shop, as long as you have the footprint close enough, it doesn't really matter. I mean, a rhino could be a predator or a razorback. It's not necessarily what you see is what you get. WYSIWYG'd. Okay, so I've established this is the head. So which one's the butt? It's gotta be this one then. Let's see. Yeah, that's gotta be the rear end of this thing. And the difference of the Tomb Stalker is he's got two Gauss cannons. I think I actually have a couple Gauss cannons from my destroyers that I didn't use all the pieces on. In fact, I could always pick up a couple. They're not too expensive. And just like I said, I can just play it for what it is. But this is a pretty sweet model so far. I guess, yeah, that... They're all basically the same. That's a smaller one. Those two are the same there. Same with that one. One of the few downsides of not buying the actual G-double model is it does not come with instructions on how to build it, and from the picture I got on here, I'm not quite sure if that's how you're supposed to put it together. Maybe. Very well could be. The head is going into one of these pieces. Like that. And this seems to be the fourth one down. I don't know, I'll have to play with it, but for now I'm just pretty much just going to clean it up a little bit, get rid of all the extra resin. So that actually kind of looks like it's the hind end. Like that in the picture, so it's reversed from the rest. I'm thinking this is the tail end of the model. It's really smaller than the rest of them. So that's the head and that's the tail and the butt. So I'm just going to start working away on it. I apologize if this is a more boring video, and I'm just getting hooked on making videos now. And I just want to show everyone that sometimes you can find alternatives to buying GW models. You don't necessarily need to buy the GW model all the time. Their quality is 100%, I'd say about 75% better than their Chinese counterparts. Pretty much just at the moment I'm just clipping the extra pieces that are here. These are actually supposed to be here. Oops. But oh well. They don't have to look the same. Got a small box over here. I'm just throwing all these extra pieces in so my animals and my baby, my child doesn't get a hold of them. Just look real close. You can see some flow lines. A little bit of flashing still here. Just hit that with the file now. Just get right in there and clean it out. Feel like a dentist when you do this stuff. Anyone else feel like dentists when they file small pieces? Alright, so that's the head. I mean, cleaned them up pretty good. Sorry if that was loud. Yeah. So, show you that's the head. We got him pretty well cleaned up. Look better once he's assembled and sprayed. So that's the head. Let's go right over here to my little case and put the head in. Alright. Started cleaning up the tail section a little bit too. This one's not bad actually. There's just that one thing I had to clip off before. Trying to see if there's any one of these that are supposed to be completely different. I know these are the first four behind the head. And then all the rest of these look like they're about the same size. Leave a comment if you think I'm talking too low, if I need to talk lower. I know the lighting's terrible, it's just my cell phone. I'm using the front camera so I can kind of watch and make sure you can still see me. Once I get a little more established with it, I'll have a better camera probably. Use my webcam and maybe a headset so the sound's a little clearer. And I do mumble and slur a little. I'm not drinking. This is the way I talk. I apologize. Alright, so we got 6 body sections. They look to be all about the same, so I'm not quite understanding. I guess like that. Yeah, it looks about right, I suppose. I mean, it's got a little play. You can always leave it down a little bit. Okay, so these guys aside. So the picture shows 3 of these ones, and just a Necron circle, ending with the Necron power unit, that is. There's a little bit of flesh in there. Okay, so I'll just try to do an order. These look like they're all the same, too. So, that kind of flew. Oops. Don't tell my wife about that one. Anyway, so I want to plan on doing battle reports, too. And I have two buddies of mine who play as well. My painting buddy, who plays Eldar and Dark Eldar. And he's been talking about getting Tau. And then my other buddy just loves customizing models. It's the one thing he got into the game for was just to put the models together and kind of play, but his play style is just shoot, 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 kill, kill, kill. He doesn't really do objective missions too much, so I mean, it's fun and all. Just I like objective missions as well. And might be sometime down the future we can get the three of us together and start making battle report videos. It'll just be something to talk to them about later. Just for now, I'm just going to show you what I do and keep like a little thing going here. If anything, it'll be something for my daughter to watch when she's a little older. She can laugh at me. Kids tend to do for their parents. No, I'm picking this out when I have a flat. Sorry, my back's turned here. I have a flatter file in here. Where is it? Go. It's kind of my Warhammer junk drawer. Just throw a little bit of this, a little of that in there. I got a little bit of a flatter file. A little bit more about being. I work full time as a quality control in a manufacturing facility, and it's kind of boring sometimes. It's got its moments where it's fun, but I really love the people, the workers, the ones I've made friends with, and my birthday's actually coming up, so a couple of the guys are going to be taking me out to drink and just relax. Grandma will watch the baby. So that's good. It's good to get out. You work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You gotta relax on the weekends if you can. It gets harder, but you make it work, right? Okay. I mean, the worst sections of the legs, I know I was complaining earlier in my original video over this that there's a lot of flash. It's mostly the legs that are flash. They're really tiny, so I can understand that. I mean, I got those 5 pieces done in 18 minutes, so I blabbed for a while. But, I mean, there's a good amount of flash on these. Just, it's a little flimsy, but it's cheap resin, so who cares. If anyone wants the website that I bought this off of, just send me a message. I'll give you the link, or I can tell you. I won't post it anyway because I'm not advertising for them. I didn't make them myself. I didn't. I wish I did. I would be making a lot more money off these things than just selling refurbished models. I will advertise my business, however. I have an eBay store, and I do sell Star Wars figures. I sell refurbished and flipped used Warhammer models. It's just, I'll post a link in the bottom here, but it's pretty much the same as my name. It's Canis Lupus 1396 eBay store. The eBay store is actually named, I apologize, where is that? I don't even know what I named my own store. That's not good, isn't it? It's AJ's Action Figures and War Games, but I'll put the link in this video in the description. And my one friend, he's having problems on eBay with a customer. It's just, he keeps messaging me, so I apologize. Just keep painting or reading, whatever you're doing. Listen to my voice. Hopefully I'm not putting you too much to sleep, but apologize for typing. Alright, so back to the Tomb Sentinel, as it were. But to my Tomb Stalker, I don't really care. Oh yeah, that's the first 3 sections. I mean, they didn't take, first 6 sections. They didn't really take too much cleaning up, really. A little bit of flesh in there. And like I said, $30, free shipping. You really... I figured I'd try them, and if I was happy with it, which about 75-80% happy now, and probably more as time goes on, more I get closer to having the model finished fully. I really hope I'm supposed to be clipping these off. They look like they are supposed to be clipped off, so I'm doing it anyway. Can always magnetize the thing. That would be interesting, magnetizing this whole thing, so when it does finally explode... Is it a vehicle? I don't know. Well, when it does finally go down anyway, you can just like separate it with the magnets. That'd be pretty cool. I am a nerd. These body sections aren't that bad at all. I mean, just that nub from the gate, as we call them, where the resin is injected into the molds. Injection marks. I mean, as far as having... Stuff is probably cancerous. As far as having mold lines or bubbles, I'm not seeing any at all. The biggest concern I had was flash. And I'll show you those pieces as we go on. Okay, I'm going to stop here for now, because I don't want my videos to get too long, but this is just part 1, so stay tuned for part 2. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, let me know what you like about what I'm doing, let me know what you don't like, and I do apologize for the lighting again. I'm just doing this with my cell phone, just giving it a shot, see if I can make something out of it, but yeah, stay tuned for part 2.